Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the back nine of this 2-ball scramble where I'm currently 5 under par, chasing the course record at 6 under par. That's a 9-iron from about 140 and it's a bit right and a bit short, I'm afraid. So back to the drawing board. Same club again, but we're just trying to hit this a bit more full and a bit more left. See if we can learn something. Here we go then. Straight at it pretty much. Looks a much better distance, slightly into the wind, and that's a definite improvement. However, we still have 15 feet up the hill. Looking a little bit left of the pin here. Trying to roll this one in. Decent, not decent enough though. And down goes the red ball immediately. I feel like I've fallen in love with this one. Can we just pop this one home and the course record is beaten? That's weird. That was like a replay, and we'll tap in for a par, one-handed. What a guy. So I'm now being let through, as you can see, still 5 under par through the graphic. Couldn't get behind this one since I was being let through by these blokes, but just pumping a 3-wood. And that'll do very nicely, no need for a second, and we'll run off. So we have missed the fairway left, which is a bit unfortunate, but we're here quite a lot. So ball's above my feet. Should help move it in from right to left, which is what you need. And we've only got about 100 yards, and I've pulled that a little bit left, and we're not too happy with that, so I'm lobbing a ball down and briskly hitting it. Can I improve? You betcha. There you go, just see it bouncing on the front, bounding down. And because I was rushing, I 2-putted for a par, so we're still 5 under, moving on to the 12th. So we're still looking for the course record, 1 shot away here. Was kind of hoping I could break 60. Still a chance though. And we won't be doing much with that one. That's a snap hook and that is in the ditch. And that's no good to anybody. So putting pressure on myself unnecessarily with terrible drives, so this one needs to get into play, otherwise we're in shambles. But that's miles better. Bit right, probably going to stay off the fairway, but we'll take it, and we will. Obviously we're not going to be hitting out the ditch. I lost my ball there, so that's frustrating. But yet again, we just have 120 yards down the hill to this flag, and I think I've overdone matters. Yes, I have. I've well and truly overdone matters, and it's probably on the top of that hill in the distance. I exaggerate somewhat. However, yet again, finding ourselves on the precipice of badness. So I've definitely taken something off that, and that looks miles better this time. Just left of the flag. But yes, the benefits of a scramble. Learning from our mistakes. And this is all we've got left for birdie then. For 6 under. Oh, and we're wheeling away. We're not. However, it is a birdie. Happy with that. And now we have a 9-iron from 140 into this par 3. Tucked pin up on the right hand side with everything sloping hard from right to left. So it's quite difficult to get close here. And it's definitely going to be hard from there because I've pulled that. Well, somewhere near the green with the first one, but we could do with getting a bit closer. 59 still on the cards. How insane would that be? That's a much better line, but it's still coming a little bit left on the breeze. Not too bad. And this is where the second one ended up. The other one was actually further onto the green, but further away. Although this is by no means an easy putt. Uphill and sliding from left to right from our view here. And we've done an appalling job with that one. That needs to stay on the golf course. We definitely don't want to be taking that one because that's 5 feet downhill and left to right sliding. So there's a very good chance that this might be conservative. Surprise, surprise, it is. And that'll be a fairly routine tap-in for par. So we're on a bit of a par train here, and we could do with getting off at the next stop. This is a par 5 though, so you'd expect me to make birdie with 2 balls. However, that's leaking a little bit further right than we would like, and who knows what might happen to that. So second ball, we're just going to try and hit this a bit further left, to put it bluntly. Not too much trouble over on the right unless you are wild. That is the shadow realm. Don't want to be there. And apart from the pink shot tracer, that is identical to the first one. So hoping to get lucky, and we have. This was the second one. It was about 10 yards further left, and we're not blocked out by this tree. We're aiming pretty much straight as where that ball's gone. However, it is turning over from right to left, which we didn't need. Trying to hit fade, which for some reason I can't do anymore, and it belted off a tree. So yet again, we're having to rely on the second shot. So aiming this much further right, this tree in front is not an issue, and that's a much better line. It's coming down right over that tree you can see in the middle of the screen, but it needs a bounce. Always a bit of a lottery coming down here, and this is where it's ended up. Other ball was bright yellow after belting off the tree branch. So we picked that one up, and we're down here and we're putting, because anything could happen if you chip it. Good line. Very good line. Needed some more juice. So can we match that with a tiny bit more pace? Don't really want a downhill left to right slider. Here we go then. A little bit further right, which isn't ideal, but it's starting to come back. Pace was very good though. That was a good putt. I'll take that. And this is what we've got left for the birdie. 7 under awaits potentially. And taken. Excellent news. 7 under. Let's move forward then. Driver again up this fairly long par 4. Plays even further because it is straight uphill. Good 40 yards uphill. But that is a perler. And I definitely don't need a second one because that could not be more perfect. This is where it's ended up then. Pin is right in the back corner. So we're just trying to get this all the way back there, honestly. Bit difficult to judge. It's about 110 yards, but playing about 120. That looked pretty good for the line. But, quite honestly, I've no idea. So, we're just going to hit one again and see if we can do a bit better. And just hope for the best. But that's not the best. That's nowhere near. I've hit that worse than the first one. But, this is where the first one has ended up, and I'm pretty pleased with this. Everything should slope from right to left here, so I am aiming just outside right. Needs to turn. Does, and bosh! Oh my goodness. That's 8 under. Things are getting out of hand here, and course record is well and truly exploded off the screen, and 59 could be on the cards. Now, we did have the Club Pro doing a lesson, which is why there's a buggy there. Unfortunately, I don't get to ride in it. So that was a good enough tee shot. I have just missed the fairway, but didn't really have time for a second one. That would have been rude. So this is a 7-iron from probably 190 straight down the hill. Just looking to blend one from the right, which I've done as the rain begins to fall, and it's just dribbled off the left edge of the green, but should leave an uphill putt. So free to pretty much go straight at this. However, I've hung it out to the right and it's not coming back, and we'll take the first one, which is here. Decent look for birdie. It's not even a birdie. This is a decent look for eagle. Up the hill, right to left, belted it through the break, and that's off the screen. So what have we learned from that? Wasn't a bad first putt, to be fair, but just needed a little less pace on the line it was on. However, I've underdone that one, and this one's for birdie. Should be able to clean this up though. And that'd mean one birdie from the next 2 holes will give me 59 or 10 under, which would have been well and truly beyond me some time ago, so we'll take those treats. Here we go then. Short par 3, wedge in hand. That's straight at it. Goodness me, that is straight at it. Well, I'm going to struggle to improve on that one. That looked like it was about 8 feet just right of the pin, but great distance. And I definitely haven't improved That's definitely short, and it's left, and we'll take the first one. Excellent. So this isn't a particularly long putt, however there is a lot of break, and I've wimped out the worst ever there. That's annoying, could have done with a better attempt, quite honestly. However, still got a chance to make birdie here, and no. Those were two abysmal putts, and we will walk away with a slightly upsetting par. However, we have a drivable par 4 to finish straight over the ravine. And as we come to the end of this video, I'd like to say thank you again for watching if you have got this far, and don't forget to like and subscribe as it really helps the channel as I boff that one straight at the pin with a little fade. And it's just come up short, unfortunately, so need to really swipe at this one to get it anywhere near, and I suspect with the first one in play that's what I'm going to do. And I have. I've basically swung myself off my feet and hit a pull slice, which has ended up shorter than the first one, so this is where we are. Quite a tricky chip with the hordes watching on, very kindly waiting for me. That's not too bad, you can't see it finish, but it's landed just on the fringe and rolled up to about 7 feet. But I feel like I could probably do better. Was expecting a right bounce, so just aim this one a bit straighter. And that's pretty good, that's under the hole, leaving myself an uphill putt with a bit of left to right. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is for 59. That British flag flying high. Oh no, that ain't good. That's really put the pressure on. No, not after all that can I miss out on 59. Please go in. Come on. Oh my god, it's hanging. Oh, it's just dripped in. 59, ladies and gents. And here is the scorecard for you on my floor in the office. 59. See you next time.